102.4 inches. Up against them, Roy Jones Jr., 159 pounds. He's 24 years old. He's got the nickname Captain Hook.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York. So here is Roy Jones Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from...
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the... We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. And he just got caught with a big right. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Looking to land the hook. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Nice counter shot. Back and forth they go. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put up.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than equal.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Nice counter. Insane action. He threw a punch and just got countered. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the... You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance without a doubt.
And there's the bell to start round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He scores with the counter. It's all offense all the time. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Throw a shot, they get countered. A perfect counter lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Good count. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think...
Back at it in round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Straight right, just misses. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Through the left, but it was blocked. Punch, counter punch. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Robinson in that last round. I promise you, all three back into the fray here in round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
It's all offense all the time. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
There's a counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Incredible work rate. You believe what we are seeing. They exchange punches. How about that time counter shot? Beautiful counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Here we go in the 6th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower, calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Jab does not score. A straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Round 7, here we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight, it's the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
straight right, just misses. Oh, right there. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
They block the left there. Misses with the straight left. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Stamina is all. There's the bell to start round 8. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
And this fight is over. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So it's onward and upward. We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Janibek Alimkhanuly, 182 centimeters tall with a reach of a... Janibek Sugar Ray.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
These two have certainly talked. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. These punches coming from every angle. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Punch caught him clean. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
That counter shot lands. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Uppercut does not score. One punch could change everything in this battle. like Rocky versus Apollo. They exchange punches. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Janibek that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
A perfect counter lands. That big hook doesn't land. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Wasn't ready for that counter punch. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, but oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's talk about Janibek in that last round. Well, there's the bell to start round 3. You've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
He scores with the counter. Nice counter shot. Nope, that jab not going to score. Nice punch. Catch and shoot. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. There's a counter shot. Right uppercut can't find a home. Nice counter shot. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Janibek that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously...
Back at it in round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we continue.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Oh, a little rope-a-dope here. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Janibek in that one. On to the 5th we go. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
You both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Do you believe what we're seeing? What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Janibek that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
This is the beginning of round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What Lucky that hook didn't score. No rest for the weary. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
This may do it. It somehow weathered the storm.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Straight right just misses. That left hook missed. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Johnny Beckett. Here we go. It's round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told... Whoa, wait a minute! All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. And the referee will begin the count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
A shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Listen to me. Are you okay?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Both men step back for just a moment. Oh my! That's a game changer! Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Janibek that last round. And we enter the 8th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff it.
Good counter punching. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one... Hold that thought! Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. What a massive upset this would be. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Do you believe a chance to make history? It appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. Oh my God, Johnny! What a nightmare scenario! Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This guy won't play.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go.